I cannot think of a single tolerable reason to spend 1 minute on Facebook. I would rather be illiterate than subject to the garbage that's written on there. Honestly, to call that a news feed, to give it that title, is like calling me famous. Journalists write news, not the illiterate people on Facebook. I cannot care less about your children's achievements or your vacations or what you ate for dinner at some restaurant or the ads. I don't care about any of them. Coming from a comedian, it's a little odd, but I don't like how anything I write and post on Facebook is scrutinized. I don't spend any time on Facebook, so I can honestly say almost a quarter of the time I've spent on Facebook has been in outright fights with people, and then friends get involved. It's just a huge orgy of hate. People hate your comments. I don't want to know what you're doing. I don't like what you're doing, and I don't want to hear about it. Either it sucks and it shouldn't be shared, or it kicks ass and I wasn't invited. People on Facebook have drunken dispositions. They say whatever the hell they want. They tear you apart. And this is coming from somebody who does stand-up, which is arguably the meanest occupation out there. I don't like how my stuff is scrutinized. I don't like how people treat me on Facebook. I've never read anything on Facebook I would consider news, or I don't think I've had a memorable moment on Facebook. I'm never going to be on my deathbed looking back at the time I spent on Facebook. That will never happen. I'd rather be doing anything else, waiting for a ride, smoking a cigarette, getting a cancer diagnosis, picking my nose and flicking it at bystanders. I found out today that I'm 17% sub-Saharan African. I didn't find that out on Facebook. I don't know, and law enforcement uses Facebook. I don't know if you're familiar with the news, but everybody loves law enforcement, so that's a good thing. They use Facebook, they track you. Facebook tracks you and they gear advertisements towards you, and I tend to have nothing against that. I would rather have ads geared towards me because I like buying things that are geared towards me. I don't know why people hate that so much. I don't mind being tracked. I don't mind having entertainment geared towards me, or some overlord governing computer software program figuring out what I like and tracking where I live and gearing things towards me and furnishing my life with everything I want. I have nothing against that. I don't know why people bitch about that so much. I don't seem to mind that. And all these companies are boycotting Facebook advertising because Facebook has a lax attitude towards hate speech. And I have mixed feelings towards that. For starters, I think freedom of speech should reign supreme. I think people have the right to hate speech. People have the right to hate speech because people have the right to be stupid. That's a basic human right. You're allowed to say stupid things. We all have that right. So I think Facebook should allow hate speech. I think if you want to regulate hate speech, you should start a movement like Black Lives Matter, where it picks up social steam by getting people involved, the general public. We are at a time in history where you can gather as many people as possible very easily if your movement has something beneficial. If your movement has substance, you can gain approval from vast amounts of people extremely easily, extremely quickly. And it's based on the genuine interest of your movement itself. So I don't think we should be boycotting advertising on Facebook because of hate speech. I think people should speak out against hate speech. To actually penalize people for expressing their dumb opinions seems wrong to me. Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, started Face Mash in 2003 in his Harvard dormitory. It was a site where he put up 2 pictures of females and had people rate their attractiveness to see who was hotter. And then he started Facebook in 2004, and called all its users dumb The Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg's a piece of shit. That's why he has no neighbors. He had to buy out all his neighbors because nobody likes him and he doesn't want to be next to people who hate him for a decent reason. I don't know anything about him. I'm just basing this based on what he said and what he created. He almost got expelled from Harvard for face mash. Those girls never should have been subject to ridicule and public judgment. That's as evil as it gets. And then he called Facebook users dumb, and now he has what, $70 billion? Why do so many people share posts? Why not contribute to the zeitgeist and write something original? I've written a book, 3 stand-up specials, and over 100 YouTube videos, and I have never shared a post. Sharing posts is one step above plagiarism. It's like plagiarism with the original author's name underneath. You're sharing what other people's ideas. Create your own goddamn ideas. I don't even care about New York Times headlines. You think I care about your vacation? The only thing I like on Facebook are public meltdowns. I like when people have full-blown meltdowns. They just come out and post something like, you ever think that you have a bunch of friends and family and people that care about you in a social circle and realize it's all fake and nobody matters and life sucks? And they post like 8 more times while they're drunk and just ruin their life. That's what Facebook is. It's a testament to how little thought you can put into your words and have people judge them. That's what Facebook is. The companies that are boycotting Facebook advertising are Coke, Verizon, North Face, Honda, and Levi's. And a ton of other companies, but those were the big ones that I wrote down. Just remember that Facebook exists to monetize data. Where does that data come from? You. You are the creator of that data, and Facebook makes money off the data you provide by being able to market stuff to you, selling advertising space, things like that. They monetize data. A site's value is based on its content, and the entirety of Facebook content minus the ads are largely borderline illiterate who write B-rate opinions. Most of my friends are comedians and they give their mediocre jokes to Facebook. So now I'm reading bad stand-up. If a site's value is its content and all of Facebook content is its users, the general public, Facebook really doesn't have much of value. So maybe we're all dumb.